Alright, so I had to look up a guide to figure out what I had to do, and turns out what I was missing was simply a control thing that I didn't even realize. You can right-click things to examine them.
Apparently, that's Joey.
I had no idea.
The elevator. That door leads to Nishanti's apartment.
I assumed examining wasn't even a thing in this game. Like, even though I was doing it up here with right-click, I didn't think to do it on anything on the screen, because I'm an idiot, I guess.
I can't remember who lives there.
Oh well. There's a lot of things we have to examine now, so let's check it out.
That door leads to my apartment.
Give us insight to your room, woman.
Out of sight, out of mind. This TV was here when I moved in.
Wow, you lucked out. Except it's a really old piece of shit, but still, you can connect the DVD player. Oi.
I must have watched all these a dozen times.
Wait, I've seen that one, haven't I?
It's a photograph of... and it's funny. With Joey there, we almost look like a real family. I can't believe that Joey was around when Auntie Lauren was taking care of me. So Auntie Lauren was a medium as well. All this time and I never knew.
Huh. I can probably look at those photos closer too now.
Joey
Whoa.
crashes yet another photograph. He doesn't look happy.
That makes this make more sense.
I assume that's my mother. She sort of looks like me, I guess. Other than that, she's a total stranger.
That's sad.
Is that my dad? He looks so young. I always pictured my dad as being older. That's definitely Auntie Lauren. Even way back then, Joey was following her around. How did she manage it? Joey crashes yet another photograph. He doesn't look happy.
Okay, so I remember seeing some of that conversation, especially about the DVD player before. I don't know why I completely forgot about examining with right click. I feel like a huge idiot.
Joey crashes yet another photograph.
Ah, that's why she looks all fucked up. I can't examine any of these.
According to Kelly, this girl on the left is Joanne. Joey says that this girl looks exactly like the girl in the park. And according to Kelly, her name is Allie. According to Kelly, this girl's name is Susan. My computer. It's a bit old, but it lets me access the internet and do my writing. That leads to my bedroom. It's an oversized closet, but it suits me fine. Just some old book review clippings. Just a trash can filled with crumpled up novel ideas. This is the only living plant I own. I bought it 2 years ago. It's still living despite my total lack of care.
It's a survivor.
That's Griff, the PI bear. I've had him as long as I can remember. He's in horrible shape, but I don't have the heart to throw him away.
You have a private investigator bear? Awesome. Anyway.
You coming?
Yeah, sure.
Now that I have remembered examination of
Looks
stuff,
like a fire alarm.
I can find things out again.
Just a bunch of notices. Guitar lessons, study groups, stuff like that.
I feel really, really stupid.
It's a drinking fountain. The sign says Kelly Hawthorne and Joanne Sherman. The sign reads Amanda Fay and Karen Schreier. The sign says Sandy Chen and Sonata Munier. The sign says Shelley Shinoy and Sarah Elmale.
Huh.
Hey, it's open.
After you.
Yeah?
That's Kelly. She gives me the creeps.
Yeah, she's kind of a bitch.
She's covered her wall with rock posters.
Now I can examine it. Sheesh.
The future Mrs. Davenport? I wonder what that means. I recognize her. That's Joanne. That's her, the ghost in the park. She looks so happy here. I wonder what happened to make her like that.
Why do these look so different from the ones in the other photograph? Oh well. Anyway, I have my clue now.
I think it's safe to say that these refer to the same person.
There we go.
Could I ask you some follow-up questions, Kelly?
Fine. Make it quick.
Do you know an Alexander Davenport?
No.
Thanks for helping.
Yeah.
Thanks again.
Whatever.
You are still made a bitch, but I think I'm done with you forever now. Maybe the RA knows about Davenport now.
Hi.
You have one.
Yeah.
What do you?
Do you know an Alexander Davenport?
The name doesn't ring a bell, I'm afraid.
Well, fine, bye. When in doubt, Google.
An Alexander Davenport was listed as being on the hockey team at NYU. It doesn't say anything else about him, though.
Huh. Okay, so we have these names.
I don't see what one has to do with the other. Whoever Alexander Davenport is, Susan must like him a lot. He's either a boyfriend or something close to it.
Maybe I could use the name Davenport.
Looks like an internal phone, for paging doctors or patients, I guess. The sign says I'm not allowed back there.
Screw that sign.
It says that this floor is undergoing renovations. That explains a lot. Some small keys. One of them is labeled FB. I assume that means fuse box. It's the security guard for the hospital. Just a small transistor radio.
Yeah, I know I've seen some of these before. At one point I knew to right click and then I completely forgot because I'm stupid.
I'd like to see.
I told.
Oh, that. You didn't. I'm sure.
Well, let's check. What was?
I can't use that.
Damn it! Duh.
Thanks.
Okay, hockey team. Well, nothing so far.
You.
Yeah.
Actually, I should probably exhaust the rest of your conversation, shouldn't I?
Joey,
Yeah.
what else can we do to.
The photo, dear. It's the.
Oh, the photographs. I can ask about the photographs.
Joey, you're in this photograph.
Oh, so I am. That was Jack and Maria's wedding.
My parents?
Yeah.
Can you tell me anything about this picture, Joey?
Oh, yeah. I remember this. This was taken about 40 years ago. Your grandmother insisted on it.
So that's my grandmother.
Yep.
And that's my dad? And Auntie Lauren?
In the flesh.
Weird. So Aunt Lauren looks way different in that one. Completely different hair color.
What was my grandmother like?
Her? We have to talk about her?
What's wrong with her?
Nothing. Forget it. Ask me later.
Can you tell me more?
I guess. She was a tough lady. Stubborn. Smoked like a chimney.
Anything else?
Later, kid, later. Let's get through this first.
Fine. You're avoiding the subject. Alright, that's everything I can
I think
pretty...
I've heard enough.
Yeah, let's get going.
Everything I can think of is there, so... Huh.
You coming?
Yeah, sure.
Hi, it's me.
You have.
Yeah.
I suppose. What do you?
I guess I'll ask you about yourself.
So how did you get to be an RA of this floor?
What do you mean?
Well, it's a girl's floor, and you, well,
Aren't?
yes.
Well, it's like this. Someone at the registrar thought Adrian was a girl's name. So here I am.
None of the girls have complained?
Not yet. They seem to prefer it. This sort of thing happens quite frequently. You'd be surprised.
Okay.
They really thought you were a girl.
Yes.
Well, that's all. Thanks for helping.
Just remember...
So apparently I needed to do that so that I could do this.
The school thought that Adrian was a girl because of his name. Alex could also be a girl's name. I wonder.
Yep. Damn it. You had to interview somebody about their name to think of shortening Alexander to Alex. Okay. Sure. Fine.
I'd like to... Oh, that... she called...
Really? Well, what name would be on?
My name is Alex Davenport.
Huh. Your name is on the list.
Can I go in now?
Sure. I'll notify the nurse that you're coming. She'll take you in.
Thanks.
Damn straight.
Alexander?
No. I'm sorry.
Where's Alexander?
He's not here.
They told me he was coming.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but
It's okay. He doesn't want to see me anyway. Who are you?
My name is Rosangela. I'd like to talk to you if that's okay.
Are you a doctor?
No.
No, I'm not a doctor, but I'd still like to talk to you if that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm honest. Try to relate to her.
So do you like Bellevue?
It's okay.
I used to come here every week to visit my aunt, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she cares.
Well, anyway, I'm just saying, I've spent a lot of time here. You don't have to be scared of me.
Ask about Joanne.
I'd like to talk to you about your friend Joanne.
You know Joanne?
Sort of.
What about her?
Can you tell me about her?
She's Joanne. That's all.
Well, that doesn't say much.
Do you know why Joanne killed herself? Susan?
She just did. Don't know why.
That's not...
Do you know what happened to Allie?
Yeah.
Do you know why she did it?
No.
Wow. Susan, you got problems.
Do you know Joanne's roommate Kelly?
Yeah, sorta. Why?
Oh, no reason.
Just bringing it up for some random reason. Okay, sure.
Susan, can you tell me why you're here? What happened?
Nothing. Just... nothing.
Ask about Alex.
Can you tell me anything about Alex?
I don't know. He's nobody. Just some guy.
And now for the home run.
Susan, can you listen to me? You're not crazy. I know what happened. You summoned the deacon with a Ouija board.
No, that didn't really happen.
Susan, you don't have to pretend. I believe you.
You do?
Whatever happened, I believe you.
He still comes to me. The drugs keep him away during the day, but when I sleep, he enters my head and he won't stop screaming. I thought I was crazy, but Joanne and Allie, how could it happen to all three of us? It's impossible.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
The deacon is real?
I believe so, yes.
Are you here to help me?
I'm going to try.
Thank God. I was ready to die here, but...
I know. Can I ask you some questions about what happened?
Sure. Ask whatever you want.
Who is the deacon?
We've already established this. I don't need to bring it up again.
Damn it, okay.
Do you know why Joanne killed herself?
Yes. The deacon. He got in our heads. His voice keeps pleading, babbling. Nothing shuts him up, just keeps going. I just wanted quiet, peace and quiet. That's why Joanne jumped off the roof. She was willing to give anything to just keep him quiet, even her life.
Fuck this guy.
Can you tell me anything about Joanne?
Joanne wanted to save the world, but she couldn't even save her friends. After Allie went, Joanne couldn't take it. She blames herself, but it's not her fault. I don't blame her for it. Any of it. It was only luck that I ended up here and didn't die.
Was Kelly involved in any of this?
Kelly? Joanne's roommate?
Yeah.
No. She always left when we came over. She didn't like us much. But that's okay. We didn't like her either.
Makes sense.
Can you tell me about Allie?
Allie. Oh, I miss her so much. The sweetest, funniest person in the world. You couldn't help but smile with her around. She was always dragging us out on some adventure. She was so different. Every other girl had pictures of boys on their walls. She had pictures of dogs. She loved dogs. She was studying to be a vet to take care of them. And now she can't. She was the first of us to go. Why is that? How come the strongest of us was the first to break down?
They sometimes pretend. That's really sad. But now I know I have to bring her Moti.
Can you tell me anything about Alex?
Alex was my boyfriend, I guess. But since I came here, he won't see me anymore. Just as well. The jerk.
Can you tell me anything else about Allie?
No. Only that wherever she is, I hope there are dogs around.
I will bring them to her.
So what happened to you, Susan? What did the deacon do to you?
The same thing he did to the others. Got into my head and just wouldn't keep quiet. It was just so noisy inside my head. I had to do something. I saw the speeding taxi, and I just... well, you know, here I am.
Were you hurt?
No. The driver hit the brakes in time. Taxi missed me completely. Then the stupid cop on the corner dragged me here. Can't even kill myself right.
Messed up.
We've already...
Well,
I have to go now, Susan, but I'll come back to check on you again.
Mm-hmm.
Look, Joey, it's starting to get dark.
Yeah, I can see that. Was it the darkness that gave it away?
I'm just saying.
the day is finally complete. And the music's changed. Got an ominous vibe to it. Let's see if we can help out Allie now.
Let's talk to that ghost again, Joey.
Yeah, sure. Hey there. Remember me?
No. Maybe.
Do you know anyone?
On a date wasn't
Can you tell me any?
Alan excuse
Look, just we'll figure.
I guess we're calling it a day. Unless we can borrow the dog.
Come in. Look, you've got him all excited. Come in.
What's that sound?
There's nothing to be afraid of, I hope.
Okay, let's go.
See ya.
Oh, she's doing the dishes.
Could I feed Modi another?
Sure.
Well, I
Take care. Come back whenever.
Okay, how do I borrow the dog? Maybe tomorrow. I best say,
Come here, boy. Go get it. See ya.
okay, since I can't walk the dog, I guess I'm going to bed. Huh.
I'm not ready for bed.
Research?
And Alex, it doesn't say. That's too common. Whoever the deacon is, I all.
Yeesh. How to get dogs? If I'm not going to bed, I need dogs. Or maybe I can talk to
Joey,
Joey.
come here a sec.
Yes?
It's night. I think it's time we can talk about stuff.
Can you tell me more about Auntie Lauren?
Your aunt was... She was tough. Always ready to pick a fight. Wouldn't take guff from nobody. We got on famously.
So you liked her?
Liked her? Hell. Sure, I liked her. She was the first person in 10 years who was willing to talk to me. She didn't scream or run away. And she certainly didn't swoon like some people.
Shut up.
She just looked right at me and said, "Oh, that was it. That was all I needed to hear."
So what happened after that?
What is this, an interrogation? Cut it with the questions, kid. You're bothering me. We'll talk about this later.
You're a ghost that has taken over my life. I deserve to know.
What was my grandmother like?
Old Patty Cake was a real bundle of laughs.
Patty cake?
Yeah, your grandmother. Her name was Patricia, right? So you get Pat, Patty, Patty Cake.
You really called her patty cake?
Yeah, that really hacked her off. Come to think of it, just about everything I did hacked her off.
Like what?
Like... forget it. Ask me later.
Like existing, because, you know, you're dead.
Can you tell me?
I guess. What do you want to know?
I don't know. Tell me about a case you went on.
It was a long time ago, but I do remember one. There was this brownstone down in Brooklyn, one of those fancy houses that got converted into apartments. The residents kept complaining of weird noises and bad dreams. Your aunt and I heard about it and went over there. Turns out, these two little boys had been locked in a basement closet over 30 years beforehand. The door was paved over. Nobody knew it was even there. Those two little ghosts had been crying in the dark for 30 years until we came along.
That's horrible.
Yeah, that was a messy one.
How did you save them?
We did some snooping, found the grandmother, brought her to the house. The boys calmed down and we took care of the rest.
So you saved them?
Yeah, we had no choice, did we?
That's a good story.
Why did she hate you so much?
Because I ruined her perfect little life. She had the nice house, the supportive hubby, the two kids, and then I come along.
Yeah, you have a way of ruining peaceful lives. Anything else?
Nah, I'm done talking about her. Ask me again later.
It's not like he has much of a choice, although he could be a bit more, understanding about it.
Do you remember when that picture was taken?
Picture?
Yeah, the one on the TV.
Oh, the Brooklyn Bridge picture. You don't remember?
I was 5 years old.
Right. You tend to forget stuff like that when you're... well, when you're me.
So what about the picture?
Oh, it was just one of your aunt's little field trips. One of many, I hasten to add. She wanted to take you all over the damn city and I could do nothing but tag along.
Really?
Yeah, I knew it was a bad idea.
Why's that?
Just leave it.
But...
Shut your mouth, kid, you're attracting flies. We'll talk about this later. Maybe.
Hey, he's got a sore spot for that.
I'd like to talk about my grandmother again.
I'll be frank, kid. She may have hated me, but I hated her even more. Hated her. The whole 7 months I was with her, she spent the whole time pretending I wasn't there. Can you believe that?
You're hard to ignore, Joey.
Tell me about it. And I did everything I could to get her attention. I'd yell in her ear, I'd get right up in her face. She knew I was there, and I knew she knew. But she just ignored me all the same.
Well, you can hardly blame her.
Don't lecture me, dollface. I did what I had to.
Had to. You could have...
Could have done what? Look, I'm done talking about that old bat. Maybe we'll talk more later, but not now.
Yeah, that's not... You could be understanding, dude.
Let's talk some more about Auntie Lauren.
Like I said, kid, later. We've got stuff to do first.
I'd like to talk about my grandmother again.
Don't you let up.
You destroyed her life.
Yeah, I got enough of that from your aunt.
Hey!
Oh, shut up. You Blackwells and your goddamn self-pity. All I hear is, poor us, poor us. I'm sick of it. Ever think about what it was like for me? 1 minute I was breathing, and the next, pow, dead. I was a ghost, forced to haunt a complete stranger. I had no idea what was going on. You'd think that someone up there would have told me what to do, but no. I was dead, cold, alone, and scared out of my mind. Nobody could see me. Nobody could hear me. Nobody except old Patty Cakes Blackwell, and she didn't want to admit I was there. So don't you dare lecture me, sweetheart. You don't know from nothing. Forget it. Let's just concentrate on the case.
You know, I can see your point, but it was just as bad for them. In fact, you at least have a chance to understand what's going on. Every time you meet a new person, they're just gonna be like, the fuck? And apparently you're gonna leave them in insane asylums to die. It's a pattern with you.
I think I've heard.
Yeah, let's get...
I'm not exactly sure what to do now.